Hi, I'm Mark Manis, Director of Instruction at the Golf Center at the Highlands, and today I want to talk to you about the new mid-length putters. It's an important conversation to have because for many people who struggle with their putting, this may be the single best option to get you fixed. I've been putting with this putter now for about 3 years. This was actually a belly-linked Combi putter, Scotty Cameron variety, that was made for our general manager. He's a little bit shorter than I am, so this was belly-linked for him. When I picked it up, I realized it wasn't quite long enough to attach, and I started to swing it, and I felt something. And here's what I understood from practicing with this. What I gathered was, when I moved the putter, I had a tendency to have a lot of wiggle in my hands. I developed that over time. That's never been what I wanted in my putting stroke. I believe that I want my hands to be very relaxed. I want the putter to swing as my shoulders rock and my arms swing, not as my wrists move. When I got this putter in my hand, I just sat there and watched the handle of the grip. I sat up to it and noted where the position of the handle was and started making some swings. And when I kept it in that position, the ball rolled marvelously. So what did I do? I said, I got to drill for this. I'd use this with some people, especially those who putt cross-handed with a conventional putter. Put the ball between the putter and the forearm. You wedge it in there, take your grip, and make some swings. Your wrist will stay very, very still. You'll start to feel what it's like to actually move the putter with your arms and shoulders. The real cure here isn't that we take away the hands. It's learning what's going on in all the elements so that we can start to get a putting stroke mechanically more sound so we can develop trust. That's really where we're headed with it. Now the benefit to this putter is it's very heavy. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of examples of this type of putter. The new Futura X is what Titleist is coming out with currently to use in just this manner. And this putter is almost 50% heavier than a conventional putter. I pulled a Scotty Cameron out and weighed it at 19 1/4 ounces. Then I weighed this. It's off the charts for our swing weight scale. It shows up, I'm guessing, at around 27 ounces. I mean, think about that. That's a huge difference. So when we start looking at that weight, where is it? Well, some of it's down here, no question about it. They've got weights all over the place on this to make this putter heavier. But the reality is it's counterbalanced. There's more weight back here on the butt end. What's that do? The heavy putter's been around for years and it's mostly heavy in the shaft. Well, what it does is it keeps the handle moving. So not only can I use it to practice with this drill to keep the handle moving, to keep the shaft in my hands very relaxed, to keep the shaft very quiet in the putter, but I can also use the weight here to help me feel that I've got to keep the momentum of the putter going. Now, some people are afraid of this. The putter's a little heavier. Is the ball going to roll out farther? Greens are getting faster. No question about it. Greens are getting faster. And the heavier putters are a little more challenging when the greens get faster. But, and this is a big but, you're going to make a whole lot more putts if your putter is moving online and moving correctly than if all of a sudden the putter's not. So getting a lighter putter that you can't control the face with is a waste of time. You really ought to try one of these putters. Even if you consider yourself a pretty good putter, you ought to try one and see what it's all about. They don't necessarily have to be a face-balanced version like this one, but they certainly need to be long, they certainly need to be heavy, and certainly need to be counterbalanced in order to feel the benefit. Now, I did one more thing here. This is kind of what I use to make sure that I'm just swinging the putter and not hitting it. I put the yardstick out. As you look at this yardstick, you should note that I've drawn some lines on it. A variety of them in different colors, actually. May not be easy to see. They're a little faded now. But I've got a particular notch at 18 inches. The idea being, what's a pendulum look like? Well, pendulum-like motion, which is the most effective putting motion, means that the putter swings back and through about the same amount, just like a pendulum would. Well, we can utilize that when we're utilizing this putting stroke, where we're really being quiet with the hands and having the arms swing. If you practice and let your eyes follow a little bit, let them watch a little bit, you'll start to see a pendulum-like motion occur. For some of you, it's going to be very disconcerting, as if the ball's not going to go far enough, And I want you to understand, the only thing you learn to change is the length of the swing. If I want to make it go farther, I make more swing. I don't hit it harder, I don't try harder, I make more swing. The one thing I know for certain, if I swing a pendulum this far, it doesn't go very fast. What happens if I swing it this far? It's going faster. Gravity pulls on it more, gives it more of an opportunity. You need to practice stuff like this if you're truly going to get better as a putter. This style of putter, not necessarily this particular putter, can really be of assistance to you. I want you to give it a whirl. I want you to practice your pendulum. I want you to learn how to get your hands out of the stroke. Take a golf ball, put it between the grip and your forearm, keep it in there and feel what that's like. Pretty quick you'll start to understand what it feels like for your shoulders to rock, for your arms to swing, and really create a good putting stroke. I hope you'll take this advice, get out on the putting green as soon as it warms up, and I know you'll get better.